Hey, my name is Derek Nierenberg, and I'm here with Kemble Widmer. He is the the third person to complete all 750 miles of the TrailQuest contest here in the Gunnison Valley. And I think he's the first one to do it all in 1 year. And the first question I have for you, Kemble, is are you normal?
That's a good question. Yeah, no, I'm pretty obsessive. Once I start something, it's hard to get me off of it, as my wife, friends, and family will tell you, to their detriment probably. But luckily, they're mostly understanding, so it's all good.
So what's possessed you to do all this contest and to do all of it in 1 year?
Well, so I'm an explorer at heart. I love exploring. I love seeing new places. I mean, I'm the type that when I moved to Crescent Butte, I said, hey, I want to do every trail in the region. And then I saw this contest, and actually I'd wanted to really get into mountain biking. So it's really perfect. It was a way to explore, see a bunch of new areas, really learn to mountain bike. I'd done it before, but I'd never really gotten into it in a serious way. And so it really ticked a lot of boxes, and as I said, I really can be obsessive. So I didn't set out to finish it all at all. I just started kind of riding and keeping track, and next thing you know, on the app, you start to pass a couple people, and it feels good, and so I just kept at it. And I tell you, the OGs, Frank and Brittany Kinsella, they were numbers. Brittany was number one, Frank a close second. And they really helped me out. I was asking them stupid questions like, why in the world is this so hard? And, maybe I should bring an extra chain link. How do I keep my chain from breaking? And, they really kind of mentored me a little bit. I was fortunate to ride with them when they finished. So it's been a great way to meet people too, and some of the more serious mountain bikers, let's say. It's been fun.
Yeah, so that's great. I'm really glad you mentioned them. Unfortunately, I was injured, so I didn't get to ride with them in their last ride, and they really killed it and led the way. Best day.
Oh, I tell you, after riding some of the far-flung stuff out by Paonia, West Dyer, and that kind of stuff, I got in the Needles. I did a bunch of the Needles. I did a bunch out West Gunnison. And it's hot, it's not maintained, you got lots of cows and down trees, and I came back and I rode up on Cement Creek, Star Pass, that area. And I was like, oh man, these well-maintained trails are really, really awesome, because it'd been like a month and a half, probably 50 rides since I'd done something like that. So that's probably my best day, and it really gave me appreciation for Dave Oxen, CBA, Simba. The work that they do is pretty amazing. When you get out there and you see stuff that's not maintained, you realize how good we have it here in the valley.
Worst day.
Oh yeah, that's easy. Again, Dyer and Medicant Ridge. I decided to ride up Medicant, and most of the stuff I've done by myself. I was up Medicant, and I was coming down West Dyer, and I was like, God almighty, this is really steep, it's really hot. I'd measured my water perfectly for, probably 50 rides before that, and so I really had it dialed in how much water I needed, and I got to the top of Medicant, and I was I had to start rationing my water. So it's hot, I'm running low on water. If you've ridden that route, once you get to the top, there is still a long way to go. And now there's black clouds coming in. Storms are approaching. And just, all these little things just kind of weigh on you. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, at least I've got this downhill of West Dyer. I'll bet it's going to be awesome, right? So that's what kind of kept me going to push through. I push through, I start going down, and it was terrible, the downhill. I was like, actually Frank put something on.
It's about the first time I've ever heard anybody say they didn't have fun going downhill.
Yeah. Actually Frank said it best on the website, Trail Condition website. He said, It's like 20 feet, get off, climb a tree, 20 feet, check your route because there's 10 trails. 20 feet, then you're behind cows. And these cows, it is scientifically proven, they do not get off the trail. You know, every cow in this area.
Well, they made it. It's their trail.
I think so. I think so. You know, it's like most of the time you go on a cow and he'll go to the right or he'll go to the left, or she. And these, no, they just kept going down and down and down. So, anyway, I think that was about a 10-hour day. And again, with the low water, storms approaching, and poor condition of the trail, that was a tough one.
All right, so it's interesting to hear that you arrived at the completing TrailQuest organically just by starting and keeping going, and before you know it, you realize you're heading towards completion. Words of advice for someone who's thinking about doing anything like it.
Well, so
Or
yeah. As you said, I did the 750 this year. I had saved a bunch of the really cool rides for the end, and as you know, we got a big snowstorm 3 weeks ago. So a lot of the coolest rides I ended up like Timberline. To me, I thought that would be a really cool long ride, about 25 miles, Timberline North, Timberline South. Because of the snowstorm, I had to do it in the snow. So one is, I'd say, get the stuff you like out of the way early before the snow comes in, so you're not stuck hiking it. Definitely take proper mechanical, fixes with you, like the chain link. I broke a chain up on the needles, so I had to ride downhill half the ride with no chain. If I had taken a chain link, I would have been able to fix it. Another one, cleats. I broke a cleat one time halfway through some stuff off Fossil Ridge. So again, I had to ride half the ride with basically one pedal, one shoe. And actually, it wasn't my cleat, it was the screw, stripped a screw. So just taking an extra screw, So I think, when you're getting out in some of these far-flung areas, it's important to really dial in, bring some extra supplies so you can make some mechanical fixes. And then again, water. When you get low on water, it makes things really hard. So if it's a hot day, take more water than you think you need.
All right, well, cool, dude. Congratulations. It's a pretty awesome feat. And any parting words?
I just say, thanks to you, Derek, to John Norton, the guys that came up with this, and especially Simba. The guys that keep these trails in our valley, it's pretty amazing.
And Gunnison Trails, which we're out here on the newly legal trails in Gunnison today. So on the last warm day of the season, supposedly. So, all right. Well, thanks again, dude. Catch you later.